You say you're a soul historian. What does that mean?
Well, that's a question I constantly keep asking myself. And what brought me to the idea, or to the fact that I am a soul historian, is because over the years working with people and helping them problem solve, I would constantly get messages from their soul. So it took me a while to understand that their soul was actually talking to me about their problems and why they had their problems and why they were getting stuck with their problems. Then I would start giving them information about past lives where they did the same thing in a past life. I would ask them, name the important people in your lives, and then I would tell them, you've had this time, you've had this lifetime with this person, this person, this person. This is a conflict you had with them then that you still have with them now, and you're trying to solve that problem with them.
And you got this information from their soul?
Yes.
How does your soul give out information like that?
It talks to you just like your superconscious might talk to you, your conscious mind or your subconscious. They're messages that are hidden behind messages.
How do you read them?
Very well. I
I
can read their soul history. I will ask for information on this person's soul. And I will get the information that I can pass on to them. And if the truth hits them, it's their truth. If it hits them, then that opens them up. If I'm saying something to them that resonates to them, that's true about their personality or their ego at that particular time. It might be someone that has to be constantly in control. It might be somebody that has to be constantly right, or it might be somebody that's carrying a certain amount of fears. And I help them understand why they do that.
Most people don't understand what is a soul. And you're
That's true.
and you're saying that their soul talks to you.
Yes.
What is a soul?
A soul is a gift that you get when you decide that you're going to leave spirit and you want to take an earthly journey. It is a body of energy that records everything you experience on your journey. The soul has no time and no gender. And it balances the energy. It records everything so that if the energy is unbalanced, you're going to do all the lifetimes that you're going to do until all the energy is balanced, the negative and the positive. The ego judges if it's good or bad. The soul does not.
And your soul has a history, and you're the person that is able to read a soul's history.
Yes. For example, I had a young woman that a psychologist was treating, and the psychologist asked me to see this young woman because she was suffering from a major depression, and she could not get her beyond a certain point. So she asked me would I see her, and I agreed to. In this session, what we discovered when she was telling me her story about her husband in this lifetime, and she couldn't even understand why she was so depressed. So I asked permission if I could look at her soul's history, and she said yes. In that soul's history, she was married to the same man in England in Victorian times, to where women had very little rights. And he constantly would buy her presents of blue glass. It's a certain type of glass, I guess, that she loved. And then I saw her in a bed with this little blue vial sitting on the bed. And in the blue vial was poison. And she poisoned herself. She committed suicide in that lifetime. And she purposely used this blue glass to hurt him. She was so angry with him and did not want to be married with him. But in that lifetime, women didn't have much of a choice in who they were going to be married to. Oftentimes they were forced to be married. She was very unhappy. Well, she revealed to me in this lifetime, same husband in this lifetime, that she came back to heal that with, lavished her with blue glass again. And the more he would give her more blue glass, the more depressed she became, but didn't understand why. Then she understood why. She loved the blue glass, she just didn't love getting it from that particular husband, even though she came back to reunite with him to heal it. She wanted to divorce him,